What a year! 2022. Wow. Went by really fast, right? Today we're going to talk about the product of the year and some other stuff. So sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and let's talk about the best product of the year, 2022, in my opinion. So 2022 has been a huge, big year for me in my personal life. Why? Because I quit my regular job, my normal job, a job that most people have. You go, you get paid, they pay for health insurance, 401k, all that stuff. It was very nerve wracking, but I thought I could do a better job for not only myself, but for my family if I went full time on YouTube. I know it's crazy. I'm 46 years old, quitting my job to do YouTube full time, but I did. And it's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong, it is a lot of work, but it is awesome. And it's because of everyone that watches my channel. So really, I'm just here to thank everyone watching. If you've watched the channel at all in the past, whether you like me or you don't like me, I really appreciate you. So if you're new here or watching for your first time, please subscribe. Like I said, I do this for a living. It would mean the world to me if you like this video and you subscribe to the channel. I'd say the biggest disappointment for me this year, 2022, is once again, Spotify is still not lossless. I kind of understand. Maybe I don't understand. Because Amazon Music, Apple Music, Tidal, Qobuz, I think even Deezer, everybody has gone to a lossless or CD quality or better streaming solution as far as bit and sample rate. Spotify is still, I think, 320 kilobits per second. Now, I get it. Spotify is also the largest music streamer from a subscriber standpoint. I don't know if they have more music than Amazon or anybody else. I guess that would be interesting to look up. Here's the deal, though. They said they're going to do this in 2021. At the beginning of 2021, they said they're going lossless. They're going lossless by the end of the year. That was 2021. Now it's 2022. 2022. And they still haven't given any indication if it's going to happen at all. Here's the deal. I don't know if they have to go lossless. I really don't think that we are their demographic. Their demographic is non-audiophile. I don't think they really care. Even if every audiophile just canceled their subscription to Spotify, it probably wouldn't even show up on their financials. They'd be like, what happened? So I don't think they're gaining a whole lot by going lossless. I don't know, maybe they are. Maybe I'm wrong. But another big disappointment, because I thought that with Spotify going lossless, it's going to make a lot of people's lives better, I guess, if you're looking for lossless or bit perfect music. I'm just excited for Spotify because I know a lot of people have Spotify subscriptions, and I know a lot of streamers, AVR receivers, and other products out there have a Spotify Connect feature. So I was just hopeful. I was hopeful that there would be lossless music from Spotify. But wah, wah, wah. No Spotify lossless. This may ruffle some feathers, but once again, it is going to be some stuff that could be considered a little bit controversial. Cables. Entry-level cables from AudioQuest. Cables from World's Best Cables. Power cables. I think those are the three things that kind of surprised me the most. Now, I did a blind test, or what I would consider to be a blind test, with some power cables, and I could tell a difference. Which one is better? I don't know. I think that's up to you. So the takeaway for me is I was surprised I could hear a difference in cables. I still need to do more research for me which one is better. But I think entry-level AudioQuest cables, I think World's Best cables, are probably something you want to look into or start to kind of research a little bit, because there is a difference. At least there was for me in my system with my power grid, with my wiring, with my everything. I just think it's something you should take a look at. The other thing is speaker isolation. I kind of just poo-pooed all over speaker isolation, thought it was silly. But I have heard a pretty decent difference, especially on my console, which is in my living room. It's where the TV doesn't sit on it. TV's mounted above it, but there's ferns on there, all sorts of stuff. Speaker isolation surprised me a lot this year too. It's one of those things that I don't think I'll go back. I don't think I'll just plop a speaker on top of anything anymore. I'm always going to have something in between the speaker and the stand, or in between the speaker and the console from here on out. It changed my paradigm. So this probably isn't going to be a big surprise if you watch the channel quite a bit. I think the companies that are really pushing audio forward, making it more affordable, and pushing the envelope as far as technology is concerned is Skit, Jashelli Labs, and Emotiva. Jashelli Labs with the J2, especially the AKM version. The Sabre version, great. I love it. The AKM version for me was the DAC that said, hey, I don't need a Denafreps Aries 2 anymore, so I gave that away. I think Jashelli Labs is pushing the envelope as far as like what a value DAC can be. I don't think there's a lot of people that can compete in there. I think it's hard for even for Skit to compete with Jashelli Labs when it comes to the J2. However, the J2 is not going to be for everybody because of the looks. Maybe because of the control as well. There's one thing you can't criticize the J2 for, and it's its performance. It's just incredible. Incredible. For under $1,000, it's the best DAC out there, and it's like $250. Their headphone amps too, just flawless. Really, they're just remarkable. Skit, pushing the envelope again. They have the Modi, they have the Magni, they have the Loki. They continue to add good, great, awesome products all the time, and they are selling a ton of units. I was just down there in Corpus Christi. Maybe I'll link the video right here so you can check it out. The direct to customer model, for me, are the companies that are really pushing things, because I believe that they have a higher value than what you would get if it was going through some type of distributor or retailer. I was really, I've always been impressed with Skit, but I was really impressed with Skit when I went down there and I've talked to Jason before, but talking with him in person, seeing his workflow, seeing somewhat of his vision, of course he couldn't tell me everything, was really impressed. Emotiva. Emotiva has created their own processor, their own processing software. They're not tied, they're not being held hostage by somebody else's processor. It's all in-house. I think what Emotiva is doing for the home theater industry and for the 2-channel aficionados, enthusiasts, is unrivaled. Again, their facility, huge. The number of products that are going out the door at Emotiva every day is shocking. The Emotiva B2 Plus, a $500 bookshelf speaker, is darn near as perfect as you're going to get at $500 for a bookshelf speaker. These three companies, I think, are really the future of audio. And there's room for more. That's what I love about audio. Jashelli Labs, compared to Emotiva and Skit, is a lot smaller when it comes to how many units they put out each year. But they're right in it. Any small company can start. And if they sell a great product, I know personally I'm going to shout it from the rooftops. Anyway, Skit, Emotiva, Jashelli Labs, they are the, I guess you would call it, the companies of the year from the Cheap Audio Man. Check, checkity check. And the product of the year goes to, that was a drum roll. Probably not going to be a big surprise. The Weem Mini. Yay! And I guess to a lesser degree, or maybe kind of, the Weem Pro. And it's not just because Weem sponsors the channel every now and again. It's because of the value. It's really the Weem Mini. Because this at $80, I think it's $76 right now. At $76, $80, even $100, this product is something that kind of resets a customer's expectations of what value really is. And again, I've been through this a lot. But this is a fully functioning streamer, which means you have streaming platforms like Spotify, Tidal Connect, Amazon Music, Deezer, I think Radio Paradise, I think. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of streaming services that you can use. You can get your network attached storage device, such as a NAS. If you have music on a NAS, if you have music on a computer, it'll pick that up if it's on the same network. You can optical out of this into an external DAC. This also has Apple AirPlay too. So if you have an iPhone You can just beam it over the Weem. This one has Chromecast, I think, too. So if you use Chromecast, the new Weem Pro works. A lot of people ask me what Bluetooth receiver should I get. And now the Weem Mini has pretty much taken that question off the table. Like, what AirPlay receiver should I get? What Bluetooth receiver should I get? And I say now, don't. You shouldn't get any, because you can get this, the Weem Mini, and it's cheaper. It is cheaper at $76. There are Bluetooth receivers out there that cost more than this. There's AirPlay receivers, like some Belkin thing, that cost way more than this and have way less functionality. They don't even have a streaming service in there. This also has a 10-band EQ. So you can start doing your own DSP in your room and start changing around what your speakers sound like. One of the other reasons why Weem Mini is the product of the year is because of their software updating schedule. It is bananas how quickly they update their software. I just read a thing about latency with the Weem Pro. The company's already gotten back and said, oh yeah, we're gonna put a low latency feature in here. You're gonna lose some other functionality, but if you want low latency, you can at least turn it on. I think that's crazy. There's so many other companies out there that don't have this Kaizen feature update mentality. The Weem Mini today is a lot different than the Weem Mini a year ago. And it wasn't even a year ago. It was January 2022 that I did my first review on this thing. It's not even the same product anymore because of software updates. I don't think many other companies can say that about their products. I can't recommend the Weem Mini and the Weem Pro enough. I think it's changed the audio industry when it comes to streamers. I definitely think it's changed the expectation of what a customer should really want from a streamer. If there's other products coming out, like a streaming integrated amplifier or something, and it has Play-Fi in it. Now Play-Fi has gotten better, but I don't think Play-Fi is even in the same zip code as Weem when it comes to software. Here's the thing though, these are affordable. So if Weem starts licensing their technology or selling the chipsets for this to go into other products, watch out. I think Fozzy Audio actually has a little integrated amplifier with a Weem streamer built in. That's going to be a game changer because it's going to directly impact Blue Sound and NAD, because this thing, I think the software is better than Blue Sound, which is awesome because competition is awesome. It makes everybody get a little bit better. So what a great year. Thank you so much for making my dreams come true. I hope you enjoyed all the content. I'm still putting out content between now and the end of the year, but I wanted to take the time just to tell you how grateful I am for everybody that's watching the channel, how grateful I am for all my patrons, how grateful I am for all the folks that use my affiliate links, and how grateful I am for all my subscribers and anybody that likes the video. Even if you don't like the video, I'm so grateful for you. So don't binge watch anything on Netflix or Hulu. Binge listen, maybe through your Weem Mini, and fill your soul with happiness. And with that, I'm Randy. I'm the Cheap Audio Man. Happy 2022.